Wall Street. You know it as the center of American capitalism. Few other places in the world wield so much influence or have generated so much wealth. Considering the vast fortunes made on Wall Street, you'd think the road where the New York Stock Exchange is located would be named after a famed business tycoon or financier, but it's not. Why is Wall Street called Wall Street?
Wall Street got its name in a pretty simple way. There was actually a wall on Wall Street. It was the boundary of New Amsterdam, the Dutch colony that settled here in the 1600s.
Back in 1653, when New York was a Dutch colony, Governor Peter Stuyvesant ordered a great palisade built on the northern boundary. But this was no ordinary defense barrier. Stuyvesant commanded his men to build a fortification like no other, at least 10 feet high, and made of thick wooden planks.
It was to mark the boundary. It was for protection from Native Americans or possibly from English encroachment, and actually ran all the way from river to river.
The wall was so enormous, such a structure of reckoning, it was included in maps made during the 17th century. And the road that ran next to this massive wall became known as Wall Street. For CNBC, I'm Ron Insana.
Every year, thousands of motorists drive past these history markers that are on the side of the road, and they say to themselves, one of these days I'm going to stop and read that sign. Well, this is that day.
Well, all right then. Today we stop, we find out what happened and why it matters.
That's right.
I'm Cindy Furman.
And I'm Ken Magos, and this is Drive By History. In our quest to connect with America's past, we've discovered another intriguing roadside history marker, this one in Maplewood, New Jersey.
Shaped like an artist's palette, it paints quite an interesting story.
Oh, choice words. Let's see what it says.
Asher Brown Duran. Born in a farmhouse at this site August 21st, 1796, he became a famous engraver, portraitist, and landscape painter. As an outstanding artist, he served as president of the National Academy of Design for 15 years. His paintings are in all major collections of American art. In 1869, he built a house and studio on this site where he lived and worked until his death on September 17, 1886, at the age of 90.
You know, that name's vaguely familiar to me, but I think we need to learn more. Let's go talk to Anthony.
Sounds good.
All right.
If Asher Duran paintings are in all major art collections, why isn't his name more familiar? Something must have happened that caused his star to fade. To find out, we head to Newark to the state's largest public library, where drive-by historian Anthony Bernard prepares us with some color commentary on this landscape artist.
So we just came from a history marker that talked about Asher Duran. What can you tell me about him?
Well, here's the funny thing. Asher Duran was actually very famous in his day. He was kind of like a rock star. Here we have a guy who by the age of 16 was already making a name for himself as an engraver. He was born in Maplewood. He apprenticed probably right here in Newark, and he was getting very, very well known as a really young guy. In fact, he was so well known.
I'm here with Hannah Elliott from Bloomberg Pursuits, and she's got the brand new Volvo XC90. It's not even out yet, right? Right. People have been dying to get their hands on this car, to get a ride in it. We'll be some of the first people who actually do that. Let's go. Here we go. People talk about this as a game changer. It's obviously incredibly important. You told me they hadn't redesigned it in over a decade.
Yeah, it's been 12 years since they've brought out a new XC90, so people were kind of forced to go elsewhere if they wanted a new SUV, like Audi, Mercedes, BMW. Again, they have new options, so why would they go to Volvo? So this is really like the first out of the gate. This has got to be the way that Volvo breaks into the luxury SUV segment again.